Well, good morning. It's the 5th of July, 2023. Uh, just came down to the powerhouse a little bit ago, maybe 45 minutes ago, anyways. Let the chickens out. They're out doing their thing. The older chickens are already over in the forest, in the wood area. uh, the other chickens and the ducks are getting bigger. There goes the ducks wandering across. The younger chickens, as I call them younger, they're getting older now. They should start laying in a few more weeks. Um, the ducks I've been reading up to 4 to 6 months, so they could go until mid-August, I guess. Anyway, we just had a fire call. And somebody set the wrong tones off, so we took off from here, and I made it up to the main road, and they said it was a mistake. So turned around, came back, went down, finished up my paperwork, did that. I'm walking up to the storage shed because I got to get a trap, or see if I got a trap for Vanity Sink. On It was kind of a quiet week. Monday we had a rescue call for an assistance rescue with Indian Lake up on Bald Face Mountain. Bald Face Mountain is it's I think 2,300 feet. We had to access it by boat because we couldn't get there from here. So we went by boat to the scene, to the trailhead, actually, to the trailhead. Then started walking up the mountain. We got probably, I'm gonna say we were pretty close to halfway up. So to where they told us stage where the starts getting steep. So we headed back to where it started getting steep, which was about 5 feet in. But we kept going. So we got up there. The guy was walking up the trail. There's a trail through there. It's a forest trail. So it's not like it's groomed or well groomed. It is there. It's a marked trail. It goes along the edge of a waterway. A little stream comes down through there, and you kind of walk in the stream part of the way. Well, we got to we got up there to found the guy. He had an injured knee, which is common. But he was wearing Crocs. You don't. It was hot. It was humid. It rained. You don't go in the woods in Crocs and expect them to not be slippery and not fall. And this is quite a hill to go up. I'm talking, I don't know, 20 degrees, like that. Maybe some spots are like that. Some spots they say you crawl up. We didn't get that far up, but it was all rock at the top. It was all rock. So he got hurt. 21 people to rescue him in the woods, going up the trail. We had 3 boats because the only access, no road access, only by boat. 3 boats, 1 pontoon, and speedboats to get everybody else across. Over on at the marina at Indian Lake, we had 6 or 7 people over there, just staging, getting equipment to the boats to get them over to us. But yeah, craziness. So, word to the wise. Yeah, that was weird. Word to the wise to stay off the trails without proper attire. I expect this week to be a busy week. Seacoast's been busy. Last night they had a semi that was a log truck. Log truck got tangled up in the phone lines and ripped them down. So internet is out pretty much everywhere up here. I have it at home because I don't have wired internet. I have Skylink, and which I just absolutely love. So, the people that have Verizon, have Frontier. Don't have cell phone, don't have internet. I don't believe the phones are working so it is what it is. That's generally the problem. So hopefully they're working on it. They get it corrected. We don't have internet down here, so again, we're at the mercy of Primitive writing it down. So the driver of the log truck was walking away, so they had to have the sheriffs show up and get the guy. They had problems also down that way with with a robbery. Basically, it's a strong arm robbery down that way, and they caught 3 of the 4, so they were after the 4th guy, and they were already down that way looking. That was down in Hope. We're gonna build some coffee. My day's been kind of screwed up since I got the chickens out and then just started to gather numbers and had to drop everything, lock up the door, and start heading to the village for the fire call. So things a bit backwards this morning. Let me get my coffee here. Keurig is running. We did our fire meeting last night. It was basically quick. It was 4th of July, but everybody that could be there was there. We had to come up with a plan for basically we're buying a van or a bus. It's a suburban type vehicle that we're buying from the school that they use as a school bus transportation. We're buying that as the fire department, as a basically it's a vehicle to pull the trailers with their four-wheeler, pull the boat. Going to use it for fires, for accident scenes, traffic control, that kind of stuff. So we had to come up with a figure that, to present. We know that we're going to get it. We just don't know how much. So we had to come up with an idea of what our boundary is and where we should stop. So. We'll see. We came up with a figure and gave it, and they're going to present it. We do believe what the school board is going to just say it's already from the taxpayer money, and sell it to us for $1 to transfer it. So we're hoping that happens, but if not, we will be more than happy to write a check for a reasonable amount of money. So, do we need another vehicle? Yeah, yes and no. We had a kind of a to-do with the current mayor, and we had to come up with it. The state had to come in and give guidelines to everybody and what was supposed to happen, how it was supposed to happen. And the state attorney that was giving the talk about how things are supposed to work said we should not use any personal vehicles to tow those trailers or to tow the boat. That is strictly for up to the village. Because the village pays the insurance on it, it creates a liability issue, so it should only be used by fire department vehicles. So, this is money that we will take out of the 2% insurance fund, which is a 2% premium added to your out-of-state homeowners insurance policy, as long as the company is out of state. And that 2% goes directly to the fire departments for the care and keeping of the firefighters solely. And that's not supposed to be for equipment. That's not supposed to be for anything else. But we can use that fund because we will be using that vehicle to transport people to and from classes. And so instead of people tearing up their vehicles, it'll be a company vehicle, and the mileage we put onto that. And that's that. So we can use it for that, and as long as we have the unanimous consent from everybody there to use the money, it's not a big deal. Our 2% usually works out to be about $20,000 a year, so which is great. I mean, we love to have that money. That's great. We utilize that money for. We buy our shirts, our fire department shirts, we buy odds and ends, we get, we pay for all of our snacks and our waters and that kind of stuff. We have dinners that we put on for members and their families, and we use that fund for that. Plus, we use some of that for our benevolent, and we can just spend it however we feel we want to. Anyways, we get off of that. You don't care about that kind of stuff. Anyway, so we're looking at this today. I got to go down and look at a toilet, and I don't know. The guy called me yesterday and said it's doing this. It sounds like this, and we'll go find out what's going on. That's the easiest thing to do. Then I want to go to work on the furnace a little bit, and then about 4:30 I got to meet another guy and work on his stuff. Tomorrow we're going to do some electrical work, so Paul's going to be with us tomorrow. Stretch a little bit of electrical line, extend a box out, go to the side of the new box. It's going to be fun. We're going to we're going to fix a trap. We got to do the trap there. So, and I wanted to have one in the truck. You got to. Then I was out at Morehouse on Monday the 3rd. Morehouse Lake, which is about 30 miles, somewhere around there. The lady out there, I had to turn the water on. It's the first time the water turned on in 6 years. So we went out and turned. I went out and turned the water. I didn't have anybody go with me. I just went out, turned the water on, got it, everything, checked everything, made sure everything, found valves and whatnot. Got the water on. They have a water heater that's about this big. It's just a tiny thing. Probably 10 gallon, 110 volt. She asked me what I thought of that, and I said, it needs to be changed. So, we're going to put a 40 gallon in there in its place. All kinds of room. They just never had anything bigger than a 10 gallon. So we're going to change that, put that in, got to switch a little bit of wiring around there to make it a 220. We'll go from there, go from after that. We've got a mobile dehumidifier. We got a toilet fill valve to change there. And we're going to put change a lamp, a hanging lamp in the living room because it's just a single bulb light and it's very dark. So she had one that she had bought a couple of years ago. Wanted to know if we could put that in. I said absolutely we can do that. So we're going to put that in, make sure that everything works all right for that. And so that will be on Friday, maybe Thursday. We'll see. Probably Friday. Probably Friday we'll do that. After today, we're going to go work on the furnace a little bit this afternoon. Get some more duct work in. Get little things caught up, put in here or there. Today's going to be Paul's first day to work with me. Paul is Donna's son. He is 16. He wants to either be a plumber or electrician. I'm pushing him to be the electrician because nobody wants to be a plumber. He has the opportunity with a friend of ours to apprentice in the union when he turns 18, and I said, go do that. There'd be more money. There'd be more money than could be made here. I did post something on Facebook the other day about a small community here, and then what's happening. It's turning into a retirement community, and it's going to be it's a high-end retirement retirement community. A dumpy house is now $250,000. So most of the people that live here can't afford to buy a house, nor do they want to buy a house, because along with being a retired community, people go, well, we can't afford to spend that kind of money. We're not going to do that, or you're too expensive. We hear more than once. We've heard, well, this is speculative. when you hand in the bill, and they look at it and say, well, that's way too much money. Go hire somebody from somewhere else. They're going to charge you 2 hours just to get here. So, anyways, so yeah, so I did say that within 10 years, there's not going to be anything here. There are going to be a lot of people here. There are going to be a lot of retired people here, but these kids aren't going to stick around because, number one, you can't make any money. You could actually move 30, 40 miles away and double your income. And that's the truth. Plus, the cost of living is housing. Cost of housing is less. So, it'd be one thing if the housing cost was reasonable here, but who knows what reasonable is anymore? Nobody knows. It's mostly a service community, service-related industry community. So, which means it's your plumbers, your electricians, your carpenters, your people that mow your lawn. I have heard people complain about the cost of having your lawn maintained. The guy charges $50 to $60 to mow it once, just to mow it, and he demands a contract where he's coming weekly for at least 7 months or 6 months, and then he charges for spring cleanup, fall cleanup. And they complain about that. They say, well, that's way too much money. It's expensive. Well, you know what? He has to make a living, and also he has employees. They got to be paid, and his equipment costs money too. So, and it's not like everything's right down the street. And when you travel 20 miles or to between jobs, somebody's paying for that call. Now, most of the people that are moving up here, retiring, are coming out of New Jersey or the New York City area. They're moving up here going, well, we're moving up there because we bought our house for $400,000 and our apartment cost $400,000 down here. And they're assuming that it's not going to be as expensive to keep for upkeep. Down there in the city, New York City, it's easily $250 to $300 an hour for a plumber, HVAC guy. Easily, it'd be nothing to see, $1,500-$1,600 bill to change whatever. You call for a water heater problem, it's going to be $500. We start doing that up here, and they'll have a fit. So, when you tell them, it's going to cost me $850 to get you a water heater, that's $850. That's what it's going to cost. Sorry. I need to do extra piping. Well, that's going to be extra. So I can't do anything about it. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start really keeping closer notes on times that I travel, and I will bill for anything over I always do a 1 hour minimum. So if it's more than an hour, whole charge, the whole trip there to the next job and repair, if it's more than an hour, you're going to pay it. That's just it. So it'll be 0.8 port to port. It's basically what you're going to pay. I can't do anything about that. That's just what's got to happen. It costs me it's $4 a gallon for gas here. So, it's what you got to do. Anyways, enough said about that. You guys have a great day. Take care of yourselves, those around you. I'll talk to you later.